Hi folks, welcome to an iProcess webcast about vehicle software packaging. Why is it needed and what needs to be in place to have success? As we all know, a modern car has many control units and they all run software or firmware. Most of these units are capable to receive updated code, either in a service center or over the air. The standard in the industry is rather distributed. Each controller has its software versions and they are compatible with certain versions of the other controllers per configuration matrix. This gets naturally complex and is easily error-prone and cumbersome for both the OEM managing it and the service techs using it. Now, if a technician replaces one component, they need to figure out what version of software is working with the rest of the car and flash that into that component. Or they need to flash the entire car, which is an order of magnitude in effort. A big problem is that they usually do not even know what versions are on the other controllers, and if one component needs an update, let's say due to a security issue, there is no way other than putting the car down for a lengthy complete update, even though many controllers might have the right version already. So how can this be improved? Few things need to be in order to solve the dilemma. The vehicle and the server need to know at all time what hardware and software is installed in the car. To make sure that no components have been changed since the last update, it should query the versions before each update again. Now, in order to make it work, it is essential that a car configuration information provides a granularity down to each controller. Such a vehicle manifest can be used to request the right package for the vehicle from the server. Going one step further, rather than having many packages for all configurations out there, it is useful to create one package with all different source codes and let the vehicle use the correct files after download. It is expedient to utilize a binary compression in order to keep the size of data transfer low. So what is needed? First, and somewhat obvious but often missing, a common repository for the software. That does not urgently mean that all source code has to be stored together and compiled every time. It can, but it is not mandatory. It means that either the source or the binaries have to be in one repository. Like this, you also ensure proper configuration over branches and projects. A centralized build and packaging infrastructure, ideally a CI environment, is acting as a source of truth for all versioning and packaging. This has to be clearly defined when it comes to baselining and versioning. Ideally, every commit into the repository triggers a package, a baseline, and a new version. Now, it is important that the vehicle configuration management is set up flexible yet clear and future-proof in order to have the opportunity for ongoing improvements. An important factor in this setup is a component in a vehicle that is able and capable to receive, verify, unpack, and distribute the package. And last but not least, the mindset has to adapt. The automotive industry has to shift to an understanding where a car has only one software version, and not dozens. iProcess can help you derive and drive the strategies and decisions necessary to make your vehicle software packaging a success.